Right. Oh, jeez, I'm like white on white. Like you won't see my head floating around and the Zelda poster in the back. Okay. What's up, guys? This is Brian from Nintendo Game Point Plus. Ubisoft just finished, and wow. Okay, that was some shock. There was some shocking stuff. Not. I'll get into. Let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about it because there was some shocking stuff, and not as many as last year, I think. Because I don't know, a lot of the stuff we kind of seen, but a lot of stuff was legitimately different and exciting, and I liked it. So let's talk. Let's just run through it. First off, the game we all knew was coming. They were teasing it. Twitter, if you saw, Just Dance 2019, and I'm just gonna be real. That was one of the best Just Dance intros they've done. Like, it was way better than last year's. It's better than 2016's. Quite frankly, it's just, like I said, it's the best one they ever did. Because it wasn't just, we're playing pre-recorded music and it's mixed nice and we dancing on stage. No, it's not just that. It wasn't just that. It was them in freaking marching band and all the Just Dance characters, and they were just playing the music and it was popping. And they just had some really good songs, and I liked it. They didn't need a star, and that's what I think was what really made it awesome for them showing Just Dance again. It wasn't just them, like I said, it wasn't just them playing some pre-recorded music mixed together. It wasn't just some big star who had a hit single coming out singing on stage, showing a new song, super famous, and I'm here to tell you, Just Dance coming out on all systems. No, it was live music, and it was popping, it was zany, and I loved it. Because I loved Just Dance, period, and what they did was awesome. And it comes out this October for literally everything. And I don't just mean everything like, oh, Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch. No, I mean Xbox One, Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, PS3, Nintendo Switch, Wii U, Wii. I'm not kidding. We still getting Wii games in 2018, and PlayStation and PC. Yeah, so it comes out for everything. October, great start. I just loved it. I loved stuff like that. It was, oh god, I love that. Then we move into Beyond Good and Evil 2. Okay, so here's the thing. They showed a cool trailer. They showed a little more of the story. They showed a little more kind of like how the characters are and how they're interacting. We see a character from the past game. We saw the character from the first game. It's still a prequel, but then their ship gets like there's a storm coming, and like then the ship starts blowing up all over the place. I'm like, oh snap! You better get your crew. Everybody got to get together. Crew got to get together. The black lady with the big hair, she going in her separate jet fighter, and she going through trying to help a comrade. She gets on like high space shield suit, which is like this hollow suit or something, I don't know. But she goes out, she has to help him, and then suddenly we see Jade from the first game, but she ain't a hero right now. She like looking anti-hero and dark and villainous. And so we see more of that story. The developers come out, they talk about the main hub, which is basically this big city of where you're going to be spending most of the game, and how you're going to be, traversing this world. You're going to be seeing this. And they also announced that they are teaming up with Hit Record, Hit Record, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt came out, and he talked about how it's not how stuff that you do, any kind of art or music or special talents you have, it could end up in the game. And that was cool. And I thought that was really cool being an artist myself, because if you saw, I did a little video and I made those little cartoons. I'm going to do that again for the final E3 verdict and stuff. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting, and I think that is really cool, and how you get the community involved. And I thought the game still looks amazing, but here's the annoying part. Because last year they said that when they announced the systems it was coming for, that was a mistake, and saying that's not the full list of systems it's coming out for. That's just like some glitch in the system. I don't know. But they didn't announce the systems this year, and they still don't have like a release date. From what I understand, it's still kind of vague unless it is 2019. But they did say they would reveal more at their Beyond Good and Evil event later this fall. So okay, but you know what? I'm sorry. You hold a reveal for E3. The date is an E3 thing. That's my eyes. So yeah, cool game, but that part was a little to me. Rainbow Six Siege. Literally, the entirety of that was talking about was a big thank you, which is appreciated, and look at a documentary. That was it. Now, granted, the documentary is about gamers, how Rainbow Six Siege helped them, and also how gaming has helped them, and that's great. But that was it. So yeah, that was kind of slow to me. I mean, it wasn't really a game reveal. I mean, they were talking about some content, but not really. It's content that's already available and stuff. I don't think that was like a shadow drop or anything. It's just, it's content we can already play and or documentary. And I'm like, okay, that was a slow moment. That was a legit slow moment. What was not a slow moment at all? Trials Rising. A guy on a little motorbike came through the studio and he just came in riding. He just pumped up the audience. He fell on the TV. There was a little TV sitting there, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna show some live demo of a gameplay. Nope, the guy tripped on TV, and when I saw that, I'm like, what are you gonna play this song? Like, what are you gonna play the song? They just showed after that he talked about the game Trials Rising. They showed the game. It looked fun. It looked like Trials, of course, but this time there's multiple people. You're racing against actual people, and it just looked fun. That looked like a lot of fun. And then they brought out a YouTube creator who is known for making who said he loves the game and he's in charge of making the Trials how-to stuff for this game because he made actual Trials how-to for before this. And yeah, they showed off some highlights and of course the game, and they also announced the game is coming out February 2019 for Xbox, PlayStation 4, PC, and for the first time, Nintendo Switch. Yay! Second Nintendo title here. Yeah, I mean, technically the first because we all need Just Dance, but anyways. That was cool. That was really cool. Yeah, that was a really cool announcement. The guy had energy. I liked that little moment. Yeah, awesome. Next, Division 2. They showed a trailer. And it's pretty much I pretty much got all the Division 2 stuff I ever needed from Xbox's conference. Of course they went a little more in depth on it. They also announced they're having story DLCs. That's going to be entirely free, releasing in 3 episodes. And they announced that there's going to be a raid mode, and that kind of blew over my head a bit because I suck shooter games, except if it's Splatoon and Mario & Rabbids. I'm sorry, but still, it looks good. It's something people have been wanting out of Division, and many were glad it's here. I'm glad they showed it. They showed it really well, and yeah, the trailer they showed looked interesting. Like this little girl going prancing through this nice magical field of flowers and people. Throwing a little airplane, and then a desolate city of death and despair, and secretly the airplane was saying, help! And I'm like, what are they doing to you? What are they doing? Oh god, what are they doing? But yeah, that's the story. That's cool. Division 2. I'm just gonna say this about this next game. It's a game we already knew about. They talked about the Mario and Rabbids DLC for Donkey Kong. We already knew it. We didn't know when it was releasing. So what's the best way to talk about the release date? They had Grant Kirkhope, the composer for the Donkey Kong Rare games, the composer for Banjo-Kazooie and Yooka-Laylee, and was it? Yeah, Yooka-Laylee that just released, and of course this game, perform a live music. This is the second conference that's performed live music for us. And they did twice in a row. Oh gosh. And it was so cool listening to this music that's actually in the game being performed live. And unlike Bethesda's conference last night, where they were just showing music and they were showing the music, or they're playing the music from the game, but they weren't showing any gameplay. It was just Andrew WK rocking out to music. That was okay, but here we're actually seeing the game live, and we're cutting back and forth between the composer and the live music, and it's really freaking cool. And of course, we got the release date for the DK DLC, which is June 26th, a day after my birthday. What is it with the games releasing in between my birth? Like, it's just after my birthday, and I already got the season pass for it anyways, but still. Looks cool. Obviously, I'm going to play it because, like I said, I got the season pass. But that was awesome that they showed that. It was cool stuff they showed. The world they showed for this new DLC looks amazing. The music was awesome. That's how you perform live music, Bethesda. Not saying that yours was bad, but do some gameplay with. Okay, moving on. Skull and Bones. They show a little more of the story this time, and how you are a pirate, obviously, and you're in the world where piracy is. At first, people thought it was dead, and everyone's pretty much hunting pirates now. And you have to work with other pirates, but they don't exactly want to help you, but they have to help you, and you're kind of friends. You're kind of pirate frenemies, pretty much. And they showed a little more gameplay of how you're trying to take over this little island, but you can't just go in there head gung-ho. You gotta strategize and think. So you try to take up some small ships, try to get in, sneak aboard the ship, but then this big ship comes, you gotta work together with some other pirates. That was Skull and Bones. It looked cool, and it was Skull and Bones. Pirates. It legitimately did look fun. I think it is going to be interesting because I know a lot of people said that this was what they wanted out of Assassin's Creed with their pirate mechanics, and now they're taking it here and making it, just expanding on it. It looks cool. We got to see how you customize your own ship. You got to customize it from everything from the cannons you use to your battering ram on the front of the ship to even just the wheel of the ship where you're going to be turning. And that looks really cool. Yeah, that was Skull and Bones. Awesome showing. Then we saw a look at Transference, that Elijah Wood game that they're working with Ubisoft on. We saw the story, which is basically this father hooks up his son to some digital workspace, and now the whole house is haunted by this like evil spirit, digi-spirit. I don't know. It looks freaking good because I love how they give it the visuals of like this digital like it looks half game like, but then half real life, and then the video is fading out and all like Paranormal Activity style, and the monster is like in the darkness of that, and the simple red eyes are just like a really good thing for the monster they showed. And we got a little more into the story of how the dad is pretty much just an idiot scientist who hooked up his own son because apparently test mice, which is weird. And that's pretty much the game. It looks, again, atmospheric wise, it looks cool. It looks scary, which is obviously what it's supposed to be, which means I'm never gonna play it. But yeah, it comes out this fall, 2018. Awesome. Great showing. Next up, Starlink Battle for Atlas. They showed another trailer. They showed a little more of the story and how you're working with other different ships and pilots. Of course, this is a game where you take this modular choice-to-life ship, you stick it on your controller, and instant switch your weapons and gear. And yeah, we got a new trailer and a release date, October 16th. This one comes to all consoles, PS4, Xbox One, Switch. But they did something special for one version. The Switch version, to be specific. And, okay, here's what happened in the trailer. They showed this trailer of this one space flyer. She is flying through space. She's getting attacked by some evil space people. And so she's flying like, hey, anyone want comms? Anyone want comms? And then suddenly we hear some stacks. And then I hear, like, I actually caught this. Like, that's the Star Fox Jibber jabber, and I'm like, and I heard the Star Fox stuff. Like, oh, okay, that's a little cute nod. Where else we're gonna hear like the Space Invaders and stuff? No, 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 no. They played the Star Fox chatter from the original Star Fox for a reason. Because Star Fox himself, Fox McCloud, the R-Wing, all the Star Fox is coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch for Starlink. And the whole theater blew their minds, including me. That was cool. I did not expect them to have another Nintendo crossover like this, and that was really cool how they introduced it. And here it makes so much sense because Star Fox is flying around with different people, and he's flying around in space. Obviously, this is the perfect fit. This is the perfect Nintendo crossover to have, and awesome. And Nintendo Switch gets the exclusive R-Wing and weapons stuff. They get the R-Wing weapon set, the ship that you can stick on and put all the gadgets on, so that is really cool. And of course, Miyamoto was there, and he got the prototype R-Wing that I want, which I'll get because I'm gonna get this game because the game looks amazing already, and the Star Fox content, like I said, just fits so well with this, and great, awesome. That was a legit surprise. I'm happy it happened, and great job, Ubisoft. Next up, For Honor. Again, big thank you to all the people who played, and they have announcement. The PC Starter Edition is going to be free from now until Monday, and it's once you download it, you keep it forever. Awesome, cool, fantastic. It's a little gift for them, so people who haven't played For Honor can play it. And of course, they have a new DLC content called Marching Fire, where they're introducing a fourth faction. It's like, I think the best way to say it, because I'm gonna butcher this so badly. Japanese, like Shogun. I think I don't know how to describe this faction because it's not samurai. They're not ninjas. They're like a shogun and like Japanese. I mean, I need to relook it up, but I know it's a fourth faction based on Japanese weaponry, but it's not samurais. I forgot the name of it, but I thought it looked really cool. And they also announced castle sieging. Like you can siege someone's castle, and you're defending your castle with full-on cannons and arrows. You're defending this castle from the enemy, and the trailer they showed looked so cool, and that is awesome because I've actually played For Honor. For Honor is actually a lot of fun. To those of you who haven't played it, and yeah, awesome. This was freaking cool. So yeah, For Honor. Marching Fire. It comes out October 16th for all consoles. Great. Crew 2. That's their next game, and it was the Crew 2. I mean, they didn't really announce anything new other than the beta comes out June 12th, the game comes out June 29th, and they showed a little trailer, and that was pretty much the moment where reminding you, June 29th, play the Crew. That's it. The end. Good night. That's what I got from it, and great, they showed it, but yeah, that was pretty much it. That was from the Crew, anyways. Finally, we end on Assassin's Creed Odyssey. They went full on in depth in this game. They talked about the story. They talked about how you are the ancient child of the Spartan and of this Spartan child, and you are like descendant of the gods, and you have this amazing spear used by Leonidas, and yeah, and that's it. You go around defending Sparta. You're in the middle of the war between the Spartans and the Athenians. You are in this. You're part of this war, and of course, you're still part of the Assassin Brotherhood. So you got that natural Assassin's Creed hoodie, not hoodie, the hood, obviously the cloak. You have you can of course upgrade your armor, and of course, one of the first choices you make, because they said this game is about choices. The first choice you make, man or woman. They have, of course, once again, they have the choice between being two different assassins, and the story is pretty much the same except this time it's man and woman. But also, little decisions you make can have a big impact later in the game, and so yeah, it's really cool. I like how there's a lot of decision making stuff. There's a lot of decision making games coming out. Like we got like freaking Detroit Become Human and like Dying Light 2 that they just announced. And now this game, make a decision and it's gonna have some consequences. Good lord. So yeah, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. They showed more. They also showed some gameplay footage of the female assassin and how she was going around trying to fight this battle against this one dude. We saw the combat and yeah, it's cool. Yeah, looked cool, looked interesting. It's coming to PS4, Xbox One, PC, and it releases October 5th. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Jeez, Odyssey games really like to release in October, don't they? Like Super Mario Odyssey, that was last October, and this Assassin's Creed Odyssey releases this October. Cool. So, yeah, that was pretty much Ubisoft's press conference. It was surprising. There wasn't a lot of stuff, and compared like some content compared to like last year where they had tons of big announcements, and because like we really kind of didn't know what was happening. I mean, we could make some guesses, but we didn't really know. This year was really good. This year was pretty good. They did still have some like megaton. They still had some heavy hitters. I mean, they had some heavy hitters with like Trials Rising a bit. They had, especially with Star Fox content, them supporting more content and stuff. But really, this was kind of the low key one. This was a little more low key compared to other conferences they had. Like right now, I'd say B minus about for them, only because like comparing to last year, there was a little slow, but also comparing to last year, there were some really high moments, and compared to last year, this one felt a little more energetic, honestly, and yeah, that's what I can say. This game was fun. This E3 press conference they had was fun, and I look forward to some of these games that are coming out, and yeah. That was Ubisoft's conference. Yep. Thank you guys for watching. Next up, Sony. I will try to get Square Enix in. It might not come till tomorrow because I know like their stuff was yesterday. I gotta like find them all. From what I heard, people liked it, but there was a little eh. From what I heard, I don't know. I gotta see it myself. Yep, that's it. So next up, Sony. And then tomorrow is the big dogs, Nintendo. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys later. Good night.